guys, for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite beauty products under $20. This was an interesting venture because I didn't want to choose products that were good for being under $20. I wanted to pick legit favorites of mine that happened to be $20 or under. So I pretty much picked all of my favorite products, and then if they were over $20, I put them away until I got a full face of amazing products under $20. Not all together, just per product. Makeup is expensive nowadays. Oh my goodness. Throwback to when you could do a full face of makeup for $20 altogether. Some of these categories lacked in options for being under $20, and I will share that with you when we get there per category. Let's start off with skincare. Now, I've talked about the last couple of months. I have pushed all of my regular skincare aside and have focused solely on K-Beauty, and there's actually a lot of great affordable brands I've discovered from K-Beauty. Beauty of Joseon being a great one. Both of the products that I'm talking about today from Beauty of Joseon are under $20, and thank you to Beauty of Joseon for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I want to go over my favorite products from them. The first one, a K-Beauty Essential. And if you are looking to get into K skincare in general, you need to buy a cleansing oil. You need to double cleanse. So a good place to start that's not going to break the bank is the ginseng cleansing oil from Beauty of Joseon. So essentially with K-Beauty, double cleansing is exactly as it sounds. You cleanse your face twice. You start off with something like this, which will help break down and emulsify any makeup, dirt, and waste that can build up on the face. This breaks it down and washes it all off. And then you go on with your cleanser, and then you have the most clean base to work with. It's going to help so much with your breakouts if you double cleanse. This one in particular is very lightweight. It doesn't leave a residue on the face, which I enjoy, so your skin feels really light. Some cleansing oils can feel a little bit heavier, and this one, with it being an oil and the oils that it contains, it leaves the skin feeling hydrating as well, which is great for dry skin people like me. So if you are looking into getting into K-Beauty, the essential product, if you ask me, is to incorporate a cleansing oil into your routine. And Beauty of Joseon has a great one. This is $19 full price. If you're somebody who breaks out when you don't wash your face or you don't get all of your makeup off, I highly recommend looking into a cleansing oil and then using a regular cleanser. That will help you so much with your breakouts. I know that was a huge game changer for me. Beauty of Joseon also has the literal #1 best-selling eye cream on Amazon. This is the Revive Eye Serum with ginseng and retinol. And eye creams can run up the bill, let me tell you. So this one is very, very affordable, really great deal. This has that ginseng root extract and then retinol, which is not to be confused with retinol. Retinol, from what I read, is supposed to work 11 times faster, and it also has minimal skin irritation. I know with retinol, it can be a little tricky for me, so this is a good option. So this is going to improve wrinkles under your eyes, but you can put this anywhere. You can put it on the eyelids, on the neck, on the chest, so it's really versatile. So this is good for beginners in their retinol experience, or if in the past you've tried retinol products and it didn't quite work out for you, maybe give this a try. Sensitive skin, mature and aging skin, blemish prone skin, this will kind of help even everything out. I actually didn't put this on this morning. It's not too thick as well, so I like to use this day and night because it's really nice before makeup as well. It soaks in pretty fast. Just gonna put it all over my eyelid and give that a couple minutes to sink in. But this is going to help your concealer a lot as well, not get as creepy and not look as dry. Get a lot of product too. Just gonna put that on my neck as well. Now, both of these products are under $20, but you can get an even bigger discount for Amazon's Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals. So I have a code. It's a little complicated. 10BOJ Turner for 10% off. And that's going to be valid for Amazon's Black Friday Cyber Monday days from November 21st to December 2nd. So if you want to take a look at their page and all of the other skincare options that they have, these are my two most used at the moment from them. I will have all of the details of that linked down below in my description box to take you to the page and all of the discount deals. So again, thank you so much, Beauty of Joseon, for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Let's get on with the rest of our makeup. Just gave the eye cream a few minutes to soak in. Let's start off with primer. And I'm going to take you along with my trials and tribulations in terms of choosing these products. Now, I actually was trying really hard to add high-end items under $20. It proved to be very challenging. Like I said, makeup is so expensive nowadays. I did pick some minis because I truly feel like in some cases it is worth not breaking the bank all at once but still getting the best value product. Now, the drugstore has some amazing primers. I will say that. Milani, you won't go wrong with their primers. Elf as well. Those are the two brands that you want to go to. They both have a lot of primers under $20. But I wanted to go with this one because it's one of my favorites and I just feel like the drugstore doesn't have another product like it. It's the Say Glowy Super Gels. Their mini sizes are under $20 and this lasts a decent amount of time. You get a good number of uses out of this. So if you're just looking for hydration, go for Milani. They have the best primers. But if you want that glowy look and still have hydration, the Say Glowy Super Gel. I believe the mini is about this size. This is the full size, just so you can see the difference. I like the color of my big size better, so I'm going to use this one. This is the Star Glow. Now, I was really weighing my options here with this category and multiple other categories. Are the drugstore options better, or is it worth getting less product but still being able to spend under $20? And for me, I thought that the mini size of the Say was worth it because this is hydrating and it's quite glowy, but it's not glittery. Now, if you know of any great drugstore options that are going to give a similar effect, let me know. But let me tell you, drugstore prices feel like a Sephora nowadays in a lot of cases for a lot of these brands. There was not a ton of primers under $20, particularly the complexion side of things. It was ridiculous how many things were over $20. These drugstore brands have lost the plot. Oh my gosh, know your place. Anyways, I was getting mad while doing this, but I ultimately decided if you have $20 and you're looking for a primer, it is worth getting a mini Say Super Glow Gel because I just think that this is an amazing, amazing base. Now, foundations. You better believe there was not a single option at the high-end beauty stores under $20. So I definitely knew I was going to have to go to the more affordable market for foundation. And ultimately, I was like looking at all of the foundations and I'm like, what just works like a high-end foundation? And for me, it's the Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint. Now, this is not a skin tint. This is like full coverage. I don't know why they marketed it that way, but this foundation is amazing. Every time I use it, I feel like my skin looks smooth, it looks even, and it wears a long time. There were a few options that I was toggling between, and I've mentioned this quite a lot in my videos, but all of the other options I also mention quite a lot in my videos. If I like a product, you guys are gonna know about it, and I'm gonna talk about it, especially, you know, with how frequently I post. I talk about the same products a lot, but at least you know I'm using them. Look how thin this goes onto the skin. It does feel like a skin tint, but it gives a lot of coverage and it has this smooth finish that a lot of even high-end brands can't quite catch. Now, this is kind of expensive for the drugstore, if I'm being honest. Like I said, they've lost their minds with some of their pricing. But this one is still under $20, not by much, but it is. And I do think that it is worth the price point and more, honestly. Stick a high-end / luxury brand's name on it and I would still love this product no matter what. So if you are looking for the true value at the drugstore for a drugstore product that works good, is just in less fancy packaging, this one is it. It also feels so lightweight on the skin and it's pairing really well with this Say Glowy Super Gel. I have to say, the glow from that Say Super Gel is coming through. And this foundation itself, by the way, gives such a pretty pearly finish to the skin. I don't want to say glowy because it's like a pearl finish. It's really unique. And when I say pearl, I just mean, you know, there's no loose glitters or anything microfine glitters. It's smooth but glowy, just like a pearl. Anyways, one of the best foundations under $20 for sure. Now, concealer was another one of those tragic categories, if you ask me. I'm really happy with the option that I chose, but my favorite concealers, they tend to be up there in price point. But I did decide on the NYX Bear With Me Serum Concealer. There were some good concealers that I would have considered putting in this video that were like $21, $22 to $25, but that would have been cheating. So I would say I looked through the whole list of all of the concealers that I have and their price points. And for me, this is the highest quality under $20 that you can find, that at least I've tried. And there's a lot of affordable concealers that I do like, but I feel like a lot of times there is something you gotta give up for it. Like if it looks really smooth, it might not have the longest lasting time, or it might crease. If it lasts a long time, it might be a little bit on the dry side. So this, I would say, was one of the few concealers that there wasn't really something that I had to give up. It has pretty good coverage as well. The shade I have is a little bit dark for me. You know, I buy these products all times throughout the year when they're different colors. But this one is so lightweight, but it still gives good coverage and it looks quite natural. Let's move into cream products before I put powder on my face. So for a cream bronzer, this is actually one of the cheapest cream bronzers at Ulta. I don't know why, it was like $4, but it's the Makeup Revolution cream bronzer. This has always been, ever since I bought it, one of my favorite cream bronzers at the drugstore. And I think because cream bronzers are just so trendy right now, they're very pricey at places like Sephora. So this was like a no-brainer for me, and it just so happens to literally be like under $5, which is insane. I think the color here is stunning. This is a dupe for so many high-end and luxury cream bronzers as well, and it works just as good as them. I mean, for the makeup market, this is dirt cheap compared to other prices that these brands are trying to make you pay for similar products. And you guys know, I don't mind laying down some money for some products if they're good, but it is crazy when you touch grass and realize you can get a bronzer like this for $4. It's insane. Now, cream blush, I actually decided to go for the mini Rare Beauty liquid blushes, and these are a mini worth purchasing. They're under $20, and with this specific product you need such a small amount. This will last you forever. Having a full size is almost a waste because this is gonna last forever. It doesn't matter that it's mini. One of my favorite shades is Wisdom, so we're gonna go with that one today. It's just a pretty mauvey color. This is just one of those products where you don't need a lot of it, and you'd be surprised how many wears and use you can get out of this tiny little thing. So this one was a really easy category for me to decide on once I confirmed that this blush was under $20. But there are a lot of good liquid and cream blushes that you can find at the drugstore, don't get me wrong. But if you can get a high-end product under $20 and it happens to be pretty top of the market quality, why wouldn't I put it in this video, you know? So this shade is just gorgeous, and they have so many different colors in the minis as well. I think they have a holiday kit that you can look at too that has a couple different formulas. Now, powder bronzer, lots of good affordable powder bronzer on the drugstore side. On the Sephora high-end kind of side, not a lot of bronzers under $20 unless you buy a mini, and I just feel like you don't need to buy a mini bronzer. Just get a full size from Ulta. One of my all-time favorites is the Flower Beauty Heatwave Luminous Bronzer. This has a little bit of a glow to it, and I think that the tone of it is just beautiful as well. It's not too brown or dirty, but it's not too cool toned. It's not too orange. It's the perfect shade that still is warmth. You know, it still is going to bronze. It's not a contour by any means, but it also has such a smooth, flattening finish despite it giving you a little bit of a satin glow to it. It's super flattering, very smoothing on the skin. So I definitely recommend this. There's a few very nice full-size powder bronzers at the drugstore that I could have happily replaced this with, but right now this is the one that I'm feeling the most. Let me set the center of my face now. Now, I was really disappointed with the powder options under $20 because I wanted to pull even a mini of like my Huda Beauty, my Laura Mercier. There's a good number of high-end powders that I love, and not a single one, zilch, was under $20. So I did have to go with my tried and true drugstore favorite. It's amazing, so you won't be disappointed. I just think it can be a bit heavy for certain skin types, which is why I was trying to get one of my favorite higher end powders. But ultimately, I had no choice. I had to go for one of the best, the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder. And while I'm happy to put this on today, don't get me wrong, the reason why it was not my number one pick is just because I don't think it's gonna work for every skin type, because it can be a little bit heavy, but it also is really blurring. I'm going to show you. I'm not even baking or doing that press-on style, which will smooth pores even more. If you do it a little lighter like this, you can still see how blurring it is. Now imagine if you push it into the skin with a flat sponge. You can get super blurred with this powder. It is not a disappointment by any means. If you're looking for a good, affordable setting powder that's loose, this one is so nice. I mean, it just smooths the skin completely over. I mean, between this Maybelline skin tint and this, my skin, it looks so soft. Now, blush and highlight, I'm kind of combining as one. This is truly one of the best deals that you can get at Sephora. They're the mini Natasha Denona cheek items. And Natasha Denona can throw down a good powder. And don't get me wrong, so can the drugstore. But in terms of like keeping it, this is $20. It's not under, but we're going to count it. In terms of keeping it to a $20 bill, this is pretty incredible. And especially if you get the Rose Glow Duo, you get a blush and a highlight for $20 from a luxury brand. One of the best deals. Now these are teeny tiny. Like, I don't want to take that away, but still, powders last a long time. You don't need a lot of blush and you don't need a lot of highlight. Another option that they have is the My Mini Dream Glowing Blush. This doesn't have the partition here, so you can kind of get your brush in multiple of these when you don't want to because of how it's laid out, but it's still very nice. So these are an unreal deal, you guys. Unreal and good quality too. I do think doing the My Mini Dream will be better. Use a small brush if you have one. You gotta be really careful because these will mesh into each other. So this is a small price that you pay, but if you mix them all together, it looks good. So it doesn't matter too much. But I'm just gonna use that to set. And then I'm gonna stick my brush just in this way. And I haven't been about the highlighter game recently. So this is what I'm also counting as a really good highlight deal, because the quality of Natasha's highlighters are super nice, even in these little $20 duos. I think in this whole video, this might be the best value for sure in terms of keeping it $20, but still getting like high quality and name power. And then for setting spray, I'm recommending another mini. The drugstore has some decent items, but I just think one of the best that you can get is the All Nighter from Urban Decay. This is a full size. The mini size is under $20. This is going to make your makeup last all day. And then Urban Decay also has a few other options in their minis, which do different things. You can take a look at it, but this is the OG and it's one of the best that I cannot personally live without having in my collection. So it's even worth it to have the mini size to keep it under $20. Anyways, this is just gonna lock my makeup in, baby. I could not wait to do my brows, but my base, it's looking good, you guys. It's looking perfect, honestly. Now for eyebrows, eyebrow pencil. honestly, there's so many options. This is a category where under $20, you have this option, this option, this option, this option. I went with the most popular one. You can't go wrong with it. NYX Professional Micro Brow Pencil. You can also go Sephora Collection. You can also go LA Girl, ELF. So many options. This is one where I could have picked anything. Closed my eyes and pulled one out and would have been happy with it. And it probably would have been under $20. I mean, don't get me wrong, in my favorites video recently, I recommended an eyebrow pencil that was over $20, and it's really good, but, you know, don't feel like there aren't any other options, because there absolutely are some great ones. I travel with my NYX brow pencil because it's easily replaceable and more affordable if I do need to replace it, but I trust that it's going to work, which is also important for me when I travel with certain products. And then my all-time number one favorite eyebrow gel happens to be under $20. It's $18. So of course I'm mentioning my Rare Beauty eyebrow gel. I mean, I've talked about this one so much on my channel already. You already know. Good hold. It gives volume to the brow. The way that the spoolie separates the hairs makes the brows look just more full, and then it just doesn't budge. So I'm going to do a light use of this product today since I already have foundation on and I don't want to get gook in my brows, but I can really shape my brows out with this if I needed to. Now for eyeshadow, if you know that I'm a little bougie with my eyeshadow choices. There aren't a lot of eyeshadow palettes under $20 that I feel are the best quality, and when it comes to eyeshadow, I just don't compromise. I love a good, high quality, easy to use eyeshadow palette, and not saying that there aren't good eyeshadow palettes under $20, but I didn't want to recommend something that wasn't my favorite. So I decided to go with the best eyeshadow sticks under $20, and that is the L'Oreal Lace Shadow Eyeshadow Stick. Now, my number one favorite eyeshadow sticks in the world are Laura Mercier, which are over $20, but you could get a mini for under $20 for $17, but these are full priced and these are super duper good as well. They're like $12, so I thought I'd recommend these. So let me show you how I like to use them. I'm gonna start off with Brown Abyss. Let me make sure my eyelid is all blended out. Just have some residual concealer. I'm gonna use this for my outer corner. And these have a cooling sensation to them that just wakes up your eyelids and your eyeballs. I don't know why. It's not even something that they advertise. But these are also super duper creamy, very easy to use, and they do set down and they don't crease. I'll get one major crease line right here, but that's just my eye shape. I'll get that with regular eyeshadow sometimes too, so no biggie. But other than that, like, it lasts and it doesn't crease. And you can see I can blend it out almost like a powder eyeshadow. And I tried out a lot of eyebrow pencils from the drugstore that just weren't cutting it. These are by far the best. Let's pop these underneath. Blend it out for a little bit of subtle definition. And then for the eyelid, one of my all-time favorite colors as well is Twinkly Rose. And you'll see here, there's no drag when applying this. Super creamy, and you're not feeling it, but I feel that nice awakening, cooling sensation. So you can go directly on the eyelid if you want, like I did. I use my finger just to kind of soften everything. Then I'll go over it again to bring that glow back. The best. Now for eyeliner, sometimes I don't even use eyeliner, but I did see two very good formulas under $20, so I wanted to share them in case you're on the market. Liquid liner. Did you know One Size Beauty has a $19 liquid eyeliner? It's their Point Made Busty Brown. Well, that's the color that I have. Waterproof liquid eyeliner. These last a long time. I love the way that they apply. They have a nice long applicator, apply a lot of color. I have a hooded eyelid. It doesn't transfer. Such a good liquid eyeliner, and I couldn't believe it was under 19. So I wanted to mention that. Side note, of course they have black, but their Busty Brown is one of the best brown liquid eyeliner colors. I just think it's the perfect level of depth. It's not too dark, but it's also not too light. And then for eye pencils, my favorite under $20 belong to the Wonder Skin long wear eyeliners. I believe these sit at around $18. Let me use the brown one today. Now for me, this has such a creamy application, but not too creamy to where you lose control, but it doesn't tug on the lash line, and then you have plenty of time to blend it out. It's creamy enough that you can kind of manipulate how it looks. You can make it look more smudgy or smoky, or you can make it look more defined depending on what tools you use. And it sets down and it does not budge. So I used to never use pencil eyeliners. Now I use them all the time. And so, I don't know, when it came to drugstore eyeliners, there's some that get the job done, so I'll use them for the sake of using them. But I really, in this video, didn't want to pick products for the sake of picking them. I wanted them to be true favorites, things that you've heard of from me before that I've talked about that happen to be under $20. And this is one of them. It's just so nice. Now, for mascara, there's a lot of good mascaras under $20. Again, a category that doesn't have many losses. But one of my favorite mascaras of the moment is $20. So I wanted to mention it. It is incredible if you have short lashes that are straight. This is the Hailey's Beauty Reveal Lash Lengthening Mascara. It has a nice, teeny tiny little spoolie. Perfect for people with non-existent lashes. I mean, I'm the kind of person though where if my lashes look too short, I'll pop a fake lash on. So it's not the end of the world if a mascara is bad, but when it's good, I can certainly take the time to recognize it because I don't always wear false lashes. I do let my natural lashes show through, but it's just nice when it builds. This mascara's second coat builds like nothing I've ever experienced before. On the first coat, like it's nice, the lashes look soft, they look separated, it has a lightweight feel. But wait till you see the second coat and notice how it's held my curl. Look at this. I have never seen anything to make my lashes so large on a second coat. Like, it's quite dramatic. Does this count as a third? I'm counting it as a second still because I didn't give it time to dry. Look at that. You might not be impressed by it, but on my lashes, trust me, this is a big deal. And the fact that it's still holding a curl. If you have Asian lashes, you don't have to be Asian or have Asian lashes, but this is an Asian trait that did get passed down for me. Unreal. Unreal. Lip liners, I could not pick one, so I picked two because there's two that are just so good under $20. I would say my all-time favorites are over $20, but the best color range can be found in the Tower 28 multi-liners. These shades are amazing. The only caveat here is that they don't set down, but I don't mind. It's more of like a wax-based pencil, a little bit more old school. So I'm gonna demo, this goes with my blush, Paint My Number. Look at that. It's super easy to apply. You have a lot of control. And the thing that impresses me the most with this line are the colors. They're super natural, but very, very flattering. And for a lot of different skin tones, they have an option for you. I love these lip liners, but I couldn't live with myself if I didn't also mention these guys under $20. These are a little bit of a different style of lip liner. These are from Persona. They're the lip liners, and these are obviously they're lip liners, but these are ones that set down. So the Tower 28, it's a little bit more waxy, more powdery, so it doesn't sit down, but it still has good lasting time. But if you like one that sets down and doesn't budge and has more of that creamy application, this is similar to a Charlotte Tilbury, a Pat McGrath style lip liner. So if you're looking one similar to those, the Persona one is a great option under $20. I have two shades. Almond and Dusk is the one on top. These are two also really gorgeous, very natural colors. Let me, for funsies, put on Almond, Dusk. Just kidding. I'm putting on Dusk. It's a little bit more pinky. Oh, I gotta sharpen this. But just filling in my lips for fun. Look at that color. My lips are dry, but we're gonna fix that. The lip category in general Under $20, you have endless options. Even at Sephora, there's a lot of really great products under $20, especially when it came to lipsticks and lip glosses. I don't discriminate. I love luxury lipsticks. I love high-end lipsticks. I love drugstore lipsticks. But I was looking for maybe like the most high-quality formula from the drugstore. So I settled on Milani Color Fetish lipsticks, but again, there's lots of other options, but these are just a stunning formula. Debating what color should I go with. Petal? You think that's too bold? Too springy, perhaps? Maybe it's a little bit more nude than I wanted to go. Let's tap on some of Petal. And this will just add a good brightness to my tooth. But these are really smooth. They're really lightweight. These are a matte finish. So, you know, they're a little drying. But what matte lipstick isn't? They're super light. And I like applying them like this, just like a light touch, because they're that powdery feel. I really like the colors that they have as well. So anyways, good drugstore lipstick, under $20. Doesn't matter that it's drugstore. It's just a beautiful lipstick in general, the Milani. But there's a whole list I could go on and on about great drugstore lip products that fit right in at Sephora. Honestly, lipsticks is one of those categories where they do a good job. And then lip gloss, lots of options, but I did want to go for my current #1 favorite lip gloss formula. And if you have the opportunity to try it for under $20, I highly encourage it, which is why I'm recommending another mini. But again, this is my all-time favorite lip gloss formulation. This is the Lawless Forget the Filler. And the minis are so cute, and you can get them in like cute holiday sets right now as well. So I love these because they do exactly as described. They plump, they fill in the lines of the lips, they're hydrating, and they're worth even buying the mini for. I think that makes my lips look so much more full, so much more reflective. I can feel a little bit of a minty sensation. I have the whole range in full size of this. I love this lip gloss that much, which is why if you can get it for under $20, I was going to pull it out even if it was a mini in this video. So not only is every single product that I use on my face today $20 or under, but my makeup looks phenomenal. I'm having such a good makeup day today. My skin looks smooth, and it's still quite a, not natural makeup look, but it's a soft makeup look. You know, we stayed within very natural colors of the skin. I look well put together. So again, a huge thank you to Beauty of Joseon for working with me on today's video. If you want to shop their Amazon Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals, use my code 10BOJTurner for 10% off your order. They are a great place to start for Korean skincare, and like I said, the cleansing oil is a game changer. And also the eye serum, one of my favorites, the #1 bestseller on Amazon. So check out their deals. They're having them from November 21st to December 2nd. So now is a good time to try those out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you can think of any other amazing products that are under $20, let me know. And don't just pick them because they're drugstore. Pick them because they have the quality of more than $20, but they just so happen to cost under $20. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.